To begin your self-portrait, you'll want to find the center of the paper and move just a little bit above the center, and I add a dot just as a reference point. Around this dot, we draw a large circle. It does not need to be perfect. Now, we draw a line of symmetry right down the center, and it continues about 2 inches below the circle. We draw 2 curved lines that go from the sides of the circle to the central line to create the pointy chin for our Tim Burton self-portrait. Now in the center of this face shape, we will draw 2 large ovals. Now we will draw the pupils. I chose to have mine looking up. You get to choose where your pupils are, and you could also add eyelashes if you'd like. Feel free to draw some eyebrows to create more expression. That is completely up to you. We then draw a triangle right below the eyes in the center, and a line that connects from the top of this triangle to the eyebrow to create a little nose. Now also create an expression by adding a mouth. Now ears are totally optional. I'm going to draw 2 small ears, but this might depend on whether or not your ears show in front of your hair. Now on top of the head, we begin the hair. Do you part your hair in the middle or on the side like I do? And then create a line, and then finally close it off into a shape that kind of mimics the type of hairstyle that you have. Now, to have a little bit of hair come around the forehead just to create a hairline. Let's erase that central line that we first used to just get the shape of the head. Now everybody's hairstyle is a little bit different. If you have longer hair, maybe this will help you a little bit. We then draw a long skinny neck, 2 lines right below the chin. And if you'd like to include a t-shirt, I always tend to wear button-ups, so I'm going to draw a little collar. The t-shirt and shoulders are really up to you. Now we trace everything in black pencil, just so it stands out a little bit more bold against this white piece of paper. Once you have completed the outline, I would like you to add some directional lines inside the hair, just for the extra detail. Now, do you have wavy or curly hair? The lines will vary on what type of hair you have. I also choose to add some of these directional lines in the eyebrows, but once again, this is optional. And then I add a little bit more detail to my shirt. These are just extra ideas. If you have any of your own ideas, you know I'd love to see them. Depending on how light or dark your hair is, I'd like you to then shade in the area where we drew the hair. Now it's time to add the dark, sleepy, spooky looking rings around the eyes. I'd like you to re-outline the eyes and add a little bit more weight to the bottom. Next, shade in the area between the eye and eyebrow, and just be sure not to press too hard in this area. You can connect a light line that goes from the eyebrow to the corner of the eye on the other side, and do the same thing to the other side of the eye. Next, lightly draw a line that goes from the bottom of the chin to the side of the neck, and shade this in to create a cast shadow. To add the extra effect to this drawing, we are going to shade in the corners. This is a gradient where you will first begin by pressing a little bit harder, and then as you get closer, notice how it gets lighter. You should be pressing lighter with your pencil as you move towards the drawing. So let's do it again, pressing a little bit harder in the corner, and as we gradually go side to side, moving outwards, we will get lighter. You notice that I also rotate my paper while I do this. This makes it a lot easier. For the final step, I would like you to highlight the eyes using a white color pencil. All you need to do is color them in, and it brings the eyes to life, really making them stand out against the rest of the drawing. I hope you have enjoyed this Tim Burton styled self-portrait, and that you also enjoyed getting to learn shades and highlights. Can't wait to see your self-portrait. Take care.